Hey y'all, this is Dan with the Southern Paddler channel. I got Molly here with me today. We are on the Sipsey Fork River. We have put in at, we're doing the Riverside Fly Shop trip. So we put in with them. They shuttled us down to the takeout spot where I left my truck, brought us back up to the put in. So we're going from the Riverside Fly Shop down to T&R Grocery, which is where the Mulberry Fork comes in and joins the Sipsey Fork. And it's about a 10-11 mile trip. I've heard anywhere from 10 to 12. I've got the GPS on it, so we'll see what that says. Done it several times before, and I think it's, somewhere around 11. It's a pretty good trip. But it's a beautiful morning. It's a little after 10. We just put on the water. It's about 45 degrees. It's a little cool, but the sun's out for the time being. It feels good, and we're bundled up. We got some layers, so we're ready. This is right now, they're not generating at Lewis Smith Dam, so there's no current. It's pretty flat, but we knew that. We checked generation schedules when we started, and it's just going to be a nice, easy, relaxing paddle. The thing I love about this trip is it's very remote. We're probably not going to see anybody the rest of the way down, maybe one boat or two, and it's just pristine wilderness. It's beautiful, and so we're looking forward to just being out here in nature and just enjoying the peace and the quiet, seeing some wildlife. So we'll check back in a little later, and hopefully we'll all see some pretty interesting things. Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? Wispy, what I call wispy clouds.
Yeah, it's cool. They're in the same direction as the trees today.
Yeah.
Makes for a neat sight.
Yeah, everything, having been submerged recently, just gives it a darker, kind of wetter look, and it just changes the kind of the landscape, really.
Right. Look at the sun in the water right now.
Oh yeah. It's pretty, isn't it? Look at those little vines and whatever on this log right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? Be a good opportunity for me to pull my pants legs out like I was talking about. Let's see if I can, because I do not want to get my feet damp on this longer journey. There we go. Problemo salvo. Some clear water, isn't it?
It is. It's healthy water.
Yeah.
I mean, even stuff like these grass beds.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so big because it's so healthy out here. We don't see that other places we go because, I mean.
Yeah, but it's so clear, and the sunlight can reach the bottom, and
that's what
get all these things to grow.
And then, the fish. Oh, I bet the fish are pretty.
See one little piece of plastic over on that shore on the left. See it shimmering? You don't see much of that on this river. It's a very, very clean river. Dead ahead of you right there. About 2-3 feet, 3 foot up, 2-3. May just be a shiny rock.
Oh, I see it now. I'll hop out and get it.
Is it plastic?
Yeah, it is. Bottle kind of broken down.
All right, y'all, we stopped here, saw a piece of plastic. Hey, Molly, what's in that sand right there? See that thing shimmering?
Oh, yeah, that looks like a,
aluminum?
Aluminum.
We were coming by and we saw some plastic, and now we might see some aluminum.
Actually, this looks like this is glass.
Oh, glass, okay. We'll be careful.
Yeah, it's broken. I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's you don't see much trash on the Sipsey Fork River. It's a beautiful. Where we start, it's just below the Smith Lake Dam, Lewis Smith Dam, and so there's no commercial traffic, and there's actually very little, even recreational traffic. There's some fishermen and some kayakers and canoers, but just not a lot of traffic on here. So it's a very beautiful water, not a lot of trash. And yeah, because you don't see a lot of trash on here, it stands out when you do see it. We saw some, so we grabbed it. This is just such an absolutely beautiful stretch of river here.
It's so pretty. Nice farm.
All right, y'all. It's about 11:30. Molly and I just stopped for lunch, and we're about to get after it again. We've gone about 2 miles, got roughly 8 plus to go. So, and since it is 11:30 and we're in December and we're getting close to the shortest day of the year, we don't have a lot of time to spare. I think we'll be all right, but we just won't be able to lollygag a whole lot, which Molly likes to do. So I'm a little concerned, but I'm kidding. I'm getting a look. She's laughing, thank goodness. She's good natured, that helps. So no, actually we talked about that earlier. Molly's actually a very she's a hard paddler, and I basically had to tell her to kind of let off a little bit. I didn't want her to wear herself out, but she's not going to be, she doesn't want to be one that doesn't pull her weight. She definitely pulls her weight in this boat, and always has. So she's a good paddling companion. So we're going to get on down this Sipsey Fork River a little bit, and we'll check in with y'all a little bit later. All right. All right, folks, we're about 7 miles in, got about 3 to go. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're making pretty good time. I feel good about getting these last 3 in before dark. The sun will set sometime around 4:30, I think. So we should make it back in plenty of time. We've had a really good trip, nice and relaxing. Of course, since it's so long, I've not had the cameras the whole time, and of course, one of the times when I had my cameras off, there was 2 deer swimming across the river. I got some footage of it with my cell phone. Hopefully that'll show up, see that. But we're just having a nice relaxing time on the river. Just stopped and had us a little snack, and we're gonna hammer out these last 3 miles. So we'll see y'all at the takeout spot. top dog, doesn't
Yes. Oh, and then there's another Billy
he?
Goat.
All right, folks, here we are at the TNR Grocery. We just finished up our trip, about 11 miles down the Sipsey Fork. This is where we're at right here is a convergence of the Sipsey Fork and the Mulberry Fork. And so we just finished up our trip. We got the boat here. It's kind of muddy. You can tell where the water's been up from where they generated. But we're gonna load up here, head on back. It's about 4 o'clock. I think it took us about 5 hours to do that. We only stopped once to eat, and then maybe one other time for just a couple minutes. So we stayed after it pretty good. So about 5 hours to do, you know, 10 and a half, 11 miles somewhere in that neighborhood. But a good trip. Molly, did you have a good time?
It was great. I had a beautiful time. So
right.
thank you,
You're
Southern
welcome.
Paddler.
We did. We had a great time. It was beautiful. Yeah, the temperature was probably in the upper 40s. It might have got up to about 50, but it was nice. We dressed warm, stayed warm. Just had a nice, relaxing trip down the river, and so we're going to pull out here and get something to eat and get warm because it's a little chilly, but we had a good time. So we'll see y'all next time.